Hi, everybody. On a Thursday morning, meteorologist Rod Hill coming to you from the weather office in KGW-TV in downtown Portland. Had a concern over some icy spots potentially on roadways this morning. Didn't really get reports of that. That's good news. Temperatures across much of the area actually held in the mid 30s, which equaled my forecast because of the cloudiness that we had last night. So we have a pretty much a problem-free area across so northwestern part of Oregon up into southwest Washington for the remainder of today. So that's obviously good news. The next weather system up, which is what I'm showing you here, is Friday overnight into Saturday morning. So at one point, this front was coming in Saturday. It sped up. So now the timing is Friday overnight into Saturday AM. And this is a temperature map at 5,000 feet. So kind of the air mass map. And all this green area you see, that's all below normal temperatures, especially the purple tone. So this is another cold system coming in with low snow levels. This one drops straight down from the northwest, kind of a different orientation from what we have been seeing. And it does appear that we will absolutely see a period of some snow Friday overnight passing the valley, but confidence out for me, confidence seems to be pretty high right now that the lowest spots, including downtown Portland, will stay above freezing. So that means if we see some snow at say 2 or 3 o'clock a.m. Friday overnight and Saturday morning, it wouldn't be sticking and the roads would be fine. But that tells you that the snow levels are low. So if you live up an elevation at all, 500 feet, maybe lower than that, you could have a period of sticking snow. Overall, this will be another close call. And from that, I want to show you, I showed you this last time, so I hope you find this interesting. This is the National Blended Model weather text forecast that gets put out by the modeling. And so where I've highlighted the red, this is Saturday mornings. This is the model saying that Portland will be 35 to 37 degrees. And if you come all the way down, it's looking at 81% chance of moisture. So basically it's going to be wet. This is 4 a.m. Saturday morning. But notice this snow, PSN, 34% chance, but the greater chance is that it's rain at 60%. And then the daytime high goes up to 44. So again, in a lot of ways, this will be similar, I think, to what we saw 24 hours ago, where we had some passing. Oh my gosh, it's all big snowflakes in Portland, but we never got down to freezing. The roads didn't, just stayed wet, and we didn't really have that many impacts due to the weather itself. But we had snow in the gorge, we had snow in the West Hills, we had some snow showers. It's not, I think, with this system, because it's coming in from the northwest, I don't think you have a snow risk at the coast this time around like you did last time. But there will be snow down to at least 500 feet or lower in the coast range again out of all of this. So another system with lots to talk about. Again, a shout out to the Momentous Wealth podcast. You can listen on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify to a variety of investment topics. We thank them. All right, let's get back to, let's start with today. We do have, here's weather.gov's US map, and anything that's color coded, some sort of a weather watch or warning. So here locally, these are all watches or warnings for snow, Southern Oregon and Eastern Oregon during the day today. So let's jump out to the National Weather Service office in Pendleton. Moderate to heavy snow, Eastern Oregon, picking up later today into tonight and through Friday afternoon. The Blues, Walla County, Grand Ronde Valley, John Day Basin, Ochakol Mountains. Here's the purple is the winter weather advisory. That's lesser snow amounts. The heavier amounts would be the winter storm warning, which includes Pendleton up into parts of the Blue Mountain. So this shows Madras, Bend, Prineville. This goes into effect later today, 4 p.m. into Friday afternoon. 4 to 6 inches of snow. It's pretty decent, right? Here is Pendleton, 3 to 5 inches of snow. And what else we got? Now we're going to drop down to Salem. This is Medford. This is South Central Oregon, Klamath County. This is an area that's been hit hard with snow. Winter storm warning this morning through 10 a.m. Friday. 5 to 15 inches of snow, depending on elevation. And then when you cross into California, Mount Shasta, high elevation, of course, you're talking about 24 inches of snow. Medford last time I looked, they were only calling for maybe an inch or so of snow in the lowlands of the valley in Medford. But again, you get the idea that if you're traveling, let me back up here, south into California or Eastern Oregon, we've got increasing snow later today, tonight into tomorrow. So be advised. Here is a look at some of the travel cameras this morning up on Mount Hood. Cold, 17 Timberline, Meadows 25, ski bowls 20. They picked up kind of what I thought they'd get. I think my forecast was like 4 to 6 inches. They picked up five at Timberline, five at Meadows, five at Ski Bowl, really uniform yesterday. So passes are well plowed and treated, but they're totally snow covered because it's so cold. Again, ODOT can't get the snow and ice off the road. So there's 25 degrees at government camp. They're mainly looking at flurries today and daytime tomorrow. And then up to 4 inches of snow is what it looks like coming in Friday overnight and Saturday. Maybe that's six. I probably will revisit that, up those numbers a little bit. And then we're dry on Sunday and Monday. And if you go down here, here's Santiam totally buried. There's Willamette Pass. Here's I-84 out over the Blue Mountains. Plenty of snow and kind of a mix of icy spots on the pavement on I-84, 28 degrees out into the Blue Mountains. And a reminder, Coast Range travel. This is from my Coast Range page on my weather site, portlandweather.com. You can easily find all this stuff. It's great. Live cameras, observations. 36, Astoria and Lincoln City this morning. There's the forecast today, side 42. Looking for some sunshine on the North Coast. Should be a nice day. But I want to show you the passes. Here's U.S. Quartz Creek. That's snow and ice partial coverage, 28 degrees. That's on the west slope at 1,000 feet. The east slope at 1,400 feet of the Coast Range. Look at that. Almost complete snow cover. Looks like you're driving up in the Cascades. And again, it's not going to get warm enough anytime soon to get those conditions off the roadway. So travelers be advised, and by all means, check weather conditions. I do want to, pardon me, I forgot to load something. Let me see if I can get to load quickly. I'll get to it. I put this on my KGW Facebook page. Come on, come on, come on. Sorry for the delay here, but this is good stuff. If I can get it to pop up. Here I am. This is the KGW Futurecast. Okay. So let's go ahead, and here it's playing. This is tomorrow afternoon in green. Rain in Portland starts to come in. It's going to continue to play. Here's 10 o'clock Friday evening, rain. The salmon color is a mix of rain and snow in the air. There's Saturday or Friday overnight, 2:30 a.m. That's rain, kind of a wintry mix. And then that is rain to kind of a wintry mix Saturday at 10 a.m. So if that is all correct, uh, that's the model. Definitely picking Portland staying in the mid 30s or even warmer. The earlier forecast run was showing there was a period of absolute snow coming over the valley, but the runs have warmed up. Now the runs could cool off again. To me, the bigger story is whatever we get or don't get Thursday overnight, or excuse me, Friday overnight into Saturday morning, Friday overnight, Saturday morning, that lowest elevations will be above freezing. In fact, um, what am I showing here? This is the European. This is total snow. This is what could come in Friday overnight through the day Saturday. Notice the I-5 corridor, the Willamette Valley. Follow my cursor. It's not really picking up anything sticking. It's showing there could be an inch or two in some of the lower elevations, but not probably along I-5 that low, if you will, until you get down south of Eugene. You've got more snow of 4 to even 8 inches in upper elevations of the Coast Range. Again, snow levels are low. You've got generally less than 8 inches of snow along the Cascades down through Mount Hood and Jefferson. You've got 4 inches out into the Blues. And then you've got the snow bullseye of a foot down in Northern California and some of that heavier snow in South Central Oregon. So this is a pretty similar pattern to what we had been seeing. You've got snow up in the Olympics of Washington as well. And this does show there's a chance of some snow in lower elevations up around Seattle. It shows about 3 inches. Again, this is Friday overnight into Saturday morning. So that was the snow scene of all of that coming in. In terms of moisture, we could pick up a quarter of an inch of total moisture. A lot of that would be wet or rain along the coast and also into Portland. Some of you ask that you want to see an outlook stretch. So here's the European model. This is the February upper level anomaly. So it shows that follow my cursor. This is the 546 contour. So this is the average flow pattern aloft for the month of February. That's the polar jet right into us, cold trough right over us. So if this is correct, we have a chance for precip to be close to normal in February. A lot of times when you're in a colder pattern, it seems really active, but your precip numbers are actually lower than normal because the colder air doesn't hold as much total moisture. But this would absolutely support a temperature forecast that's normal to below. I think we have a chance to be a good 2 degrees below average for February with some decent moisture days, but maybe the totals come in below normal. And then if I go to March, this shows a little bit of a warm up, and you would expect it. March 1 is a meteorological spring, right? So here is the let's see here, 549. This is the 550, 552 contour. So that's still considered cool for March. The trough weakens, but overall, this is certainly not showing a warm March. I would say at best temperatures are near normal, and precipitation is probably near normal to a little bit below. That's the European model. Here's the American CFS model, the climate forecast system. And this is just showing you the cold batches of air. So here's below normal temperatures up in Canada, BC, below normal temperatures for the month of February in Oregon and Washington. I think on average for Portland and Salem, about 2 full degrees Fahrenheit below normal for the month, which is significant. And then March, this actually doubles down and shows us that we go even colder. Now, the European model showed March could be normal to slightly below, but this shows more like 3 to 4 degrees colder than normal for March. And anyway, if you put it all together, there's reason to believe that overall we're going to have active weather in February, active weather in March, and that we're certainly going to have more cool days than we are really warm above normal days as we get into the first month of meteorological spring on March. Okay, so I hope that answered your questions. All right, let's get you around the horn. Medford only 34 degrees this morning. Daytime highs coming up near 40 through the period. Overnight lows in the 20s through the period. There is a big stretch of dry weather coming Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe even into Wednesday. This starts picking up in Southern Oregon, a chance of some moisture on Tuesday, Wednesday. But um, overall, this is a chilly forecast. Again, they could pick up an inch of snow today. Friday's mainly dry. Moisture picks up Saturday. Okay, that makes sense. It's kind of what we've been saying, right? Let's go out to Pendleton. Overnight lows in the teens by Sunday morning, single digits Monday, single digits Tuesday into Wednesday. Boy, so there's every day has a chance of some snow activity. Temperatures are cold. Temperatures are absolutely cold. Ben, what do you got? Overnight lows. Look at Monday morning in Bend, 5-5. There's a push. So I mentioned there's a dry spell coming on, and you'll see it on my 7-day forecast for Portland, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That dry spell is going to see dew points go well back down into the 20s. We're going to get into some hard, frosty nights, and you're really seeing the cold show up on the back end of some of the 7-day forecasts around our state. Here's Salem. Look at that, 22 Monday morning, 22 Tuesday, cold on to Wednesday too. I think there's a good chance of dry weather. The models are picking up a slight chance of moisture, but I think there's a good chance of dry weather on those days. And mainly dry in Salem today, 43 degrees. All right, Seattle, what you got? Seattle's been running colder than Portland. Chance of snow and rain showers today, 39. Friday, daytime mainly dry. Then remember, it was showing some accumulating snow of maybe an inch or two up around Seattle on Saturday. Then you've got drier weather coming in on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Overnight lows, 20 degrees on Monday and Tuesday. Boy, that's cold, right? Yeah. All right, North Bend, let's see here. Chance of rain. Overnight lows around freezing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday morning, daytime highs in the 40s. All right. Here's the 7-day forecast, courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros up in Vancouver. So we're mainly dry today, 44 degrees. There's a shower chance, but I think we'll open up partly sunny skies. Hard frosty freeze tonight, 28 degrees. Tomorrow, evening rain and snow coming in. And then remember, kind of a wet mix, or maybe there's a period of just all snow Friday overnight into early Saturday morning. But I've got Portland staying at 35 or warmer. Snow levels 500 feet ish, maybe lower. 44 in the afternoon. Anything would be scattered rain showers below 1,000 feet. And then a stretch of the rain chance is not zero, but overall it looks to be dry to me Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And look at the hard frosty freezes 29 Monday morning, 27 Tuesday, Wednesday, 26. That means parts of the Willamette Valley, especially Tuesday and Wednesday mornings, will be down in the low 20s potentially. So cold like we had a couple weeks back, but daytime highs with sun still getting up to around 40 degrees. All right. That is your update. I'm going to be doing some traveling, so you may not hear from me actually until the first part of next week. I'm not sure. But again, that system, I would say confidence is high at this point that Friday overnight, Saturday, if you live at a low elevation, you're going to stay above freezing and sticking snow spots will be kind of scattered below 500 feet, but pretty widespread above that. I'm Rod Hill.